My name is Gwen. Today we will awaken the core line. The core line runs from the inner big toes up the inseam of the legs, all the way up through the pelvic floor, the front of the spinal column, all the way up through the center of the heart center around the sternum, through the back of the throat. You might even experience that when you breathe. You can feel that landmark through the center of the brain, all the way up, and we connect. So we'll experience this through two flows today. We'll start on our back, but before we get there, the first one is an alignment pose more, so that you feel the interconnection of the knees coming towards each other. For some of you, you might even be able to press. And the inner big toes, the heels never have to touch. And then the other is eagle on our backs, or Garunda. Garundasana is eagle pose, asana pose. So some of you, that might be a different pose altogether. So a beautiful eagle is you take the wings, you hug the one you love, and that might be as far as you go. Or you can root the top elbow in the lower one, flip the palms together, and that might be where you explore it. So once we get on our backs, it might be a little easier for you to observe. So go ahead and come on to your backs with the knees bent now. And notice how you feel. As you come to your back, just feel and sense from the base of your spine to the back of the skull. Notice what flat feels like with the eyes closed. So as the eyes close and you witness from the inside out, notice the evenness or unevenness of the back of the pelvis. Is one side a little heavier than the other? And then all the way up to the shoulders, do they feel heavy? Or is there a lightness? A little rock at the back of the head. And then come into your stillness. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale it all out. Lift one leg off the floor. The shin can be parallel with the ceiling at the starting point. And then the other. Have the inner big toes touch. Heels don't have to. From here, the heels can come down or they can be upward. Feel the back of the pelvis. Make sure it's happy. Like you have to go to the bathroom, you hold, you feel that pelvic floor come upward. In and out through the nose, we'll call in the Ujjayi breath now. And bring those tree hugging arms. As the fingers come towards each other, never have to touch. Bring the shoulders down into the floor. This is where you'll feel the opposing forces of the body here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, send the knees just a wee bit over to one side and the arms over to the other. Inhale, center, and just a wee bit over to the other, not to the point of no return. Explore with the eyes closed now. Inhale, center. Exhale, follow the fingers with the nose. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, follow those hands. Inhale and exhale. Notice how the core is switched right on from the inner big toes to the knees, all the way up the front of the spinal column. You might feel the breeze of the breath at the back of the throat here. For one more this way. And then one more that way. And then go ahead and bring the feet down onto the floor. Heel toe your feet just a wee bit wider and let the inner knees knock. Observe now through a little bit of breath, a little bit of movement. You might feel that line from the inner big toes to the knees, from the knees all the way up that center line of the body might be highlighted to the heart, to the back of the throat, to the center of the brain. You might even hear sounds, this frequency, like electricity in the body, as our powerhouse lights up, the color yellow, like the sun, the solar plexus illuminated. And one more breath just like that. And now we'll come into our eagle pose. So go ahead and bring those wings nice and wide. Eagle takes the messages from the sky and brings it all the way in from Great Spirit. So go ahead and hug the one you love. Maybe you cinch up the arms just a wee bit, the fingers come behind, elbows down, or bring that one elbow in and then feel. Back of the shoulders sink down, back of the head. And then notice how you feel right there. From here, very softly, take the knees away from each other, arms come out, and then rest. Take the right leg up towards the belly and cross it over the left so that the back of the thigh is resting on that front of the left thigh, thereabouts. Now feel into the bottom half. Is there any struggle? For some of you, you might want to come into full eagle where you'll bring the feet off of the mat and then thread the top of the foot, this right foot, behind the calf and point the toes to the heel. You can place it down onto the floor and notice how you feel. And then let's come into those eagle arms again. Let's bring that spirited message all the way in. And what is that to you? Is it to awaken to a new level of consciousness here? Go ahead and hug the one you love. Maybe it's bringing this self-love all the way inward. Palms together or not. Notice this shape in your body. On your next inhale, let the arms gently come over the crown, and you might arc the spine a wee bit. As you exhale, elbows towards the navel. Press that navel towards the spine. Inhale, arc, arms come above. Exhale, elbows towards the navel. Press it into the mat. One more just like that. Inhale, arc. Exhale, flatten. Come right into it. Inhale, we'll invite the bottom half in now. As you exhale, elbows towards knees. a little bit or a lot. Inhale, the toes might touch the floor as you arc. Exhale towards each other. 2 more just like that. Inhale. And then exhale. Let the feet come and unwind. Let the arms unwind and go ahead and come into your body scan. Knuckles heavy here, and witness now the sounds running through the body, the heat, the vibration as we enliven. Take a few deep breaths right there and notice, what is the message from Great Spirit from this eagle pose? What is that for you? This true awakening, this rare experience. And one more breath just like that. Beautiful. And then go ahead and take the arms out. Go ahead and help that other leg, the left leg, come over the right, so other side. You can come into eagle legs or leave it exactly the way it is, perfect. Or you can thread that left foot right underneath from the calf, pointing right to the heel. Notice the front of that foot, the front of the ankle. And then open up the arms. The other one comes on top. Hug the one you love here. Either root that elbow into the bottom and flip the hands. Stay here for a breath or two or come right into it. Inhale, arc the spine. Let the hands come above the crown. As you exhale, elbow to knee connection. The feet can lift off the floor a little bit or a lot. Inhale, arc. Exhale into that navel and flatten that spine. Notice this beautiful woven arms and legs, nice and twisted. Notice what it feels like as we breathe and move like this. A micro movement. Inhale, arc. Exhale, flatten that spine. And how about one more? Inhale. And then exhale. And then go ahead and undo the arms. Undo the legs. As you unwind into your Shavasana, feel and sense from temples to toes what's occurred in your body. Notice how you feel. After we awaken that whole core line, layer upon layer, the ego brings renewed life, an awakening as we soar into the vastness of the sky, fully awake, our sight clear to this new level of clarity. As we twist the arms and we twist the legs, we unravel the mind from stress to contentment, Notice how you feel. Namaste.